Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Pass to Richards. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And here's Booker from the arc. For three. Again, the miss by Booker.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Up and in on the layup. Wimes has got his team on the board to start the game for the 76ers. Outside, KD. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Oubre, good.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Here's KD. That one's rebounded by Embiid. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Here's Booker. It's Beal on the wing. That three off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Oubre. And it's sent back by KD.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Making room for himself, Booker using the pick and roll to great effect.
And it's George missing.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Puts the move on. And Booker with the layup. Booker's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Booker after the miss from Joel Embiid. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
George up top. Into the lane. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
Well, you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Embiid with the steal. Here's Maxey. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Capitalizing from the mid-range. Maxey just taking what he sees and making it available.
Back to Booker. George with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Pass to George. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Oubre. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Crafty and cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. No good from Booker. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bull. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Outside, Maxey. Driving in. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, that little guy is a high riser. I mean, his legs are like spring-loaded.
Here's Plumlee. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. 76ers lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Drummond. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
The drive by Allen. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Bull with it. And it's Bull slamming it down.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. A nice shot by McCain.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
There's O'Neal with the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. O'Neal's got his first 3 points of the game. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wemby's. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
Screen by Bull. Pass to Jones. The three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Drummond in the post. Here's McCain. Over Plumlee. McCain's shot is off. Here we go, one-on-one. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Greg, in the process to bring in all their stars, the Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And here's Jones, still scoreless.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The Suns need to get a shot off. Iguodala, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And George, here we go.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you.
Timeout.
Wow. I love it, though, DA. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here's Booker. He's got 9. Back to Richards. And that one comes up a bit short. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Maxey. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Booker looking around. Fades back. And it goes down 2 points. Booker's got 11.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
And that one's good. Maxey.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Back to Booker. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
KD on the wing. Pass to Booker. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it. You look at Durant's game, and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The 76ers leading by 11. Now Maxey. 12 points for him. Here's McCain. The 76ers again can't hit it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An impossible guy to cover. Durant puts defenses in situations where they must compromise and foul him.
Durant nails both of them. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Here's McCain. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammate. He knows when to make the right pass.
Outside for George. Sinks the triple. George has got 14 points for the game.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to Richards. Here's Booker. And McCain pulls it down.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's McCain. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Love the activity from Embiid, just doing whatever he can to keep plays alive, getting rewarded for it there.
The 3 from KD. Just 5 to shoot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Philadelphia leading by 14. And Embiid throws it down.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Down low. Ball's knocked loose. And now Philadelphia on the break. A nice shot by McCain. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Suns trailed by 17. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And from undrafted to journeyman to starter, Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Jones. Off with the layup. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They led by as many as 18 points. And the basket by Edwards.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
And the 76ers making a change here. The kick out to Walker. Driving to the basket. On target from 13 feet. Walker's got his first points in this one.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Philadelphia leading by 16. Outside, Walker. Right wing. Driving inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Phoenix making some changes. Philadelphia shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Here's KD. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
This is his first free throw of the game. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Drummond. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. There's Beal with the 3. He can't get that one. That will count. The shot, no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Suns trailed by 20. Off the inbound pass. And Booker with a nice bucket inside.
Woo, Booker showing some power.
And here are the 76ers now. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Beal with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. Booker with no one around. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Yabusele. Guarded by KD. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Yabusele.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
They set the pick. The shot from 20 feet away. Booker, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Oh! Booker with the bounce.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Timeout, timeout.
That's foul number 2 for him. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. The drive by Booker. There's Beal with the 3. He is hauled in by Paul George.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Embiid wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
You must respect Embiid's range as a defender. He'll make you pay every chance he gets.
And it's Durant missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
6 on the shot clock. For 3, Booker.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about...
Yo, hey, y'all should have heard this nigga on the mic, bro. He was stressing. Bro, threatened to break his controller like 3-4 times. Bro, he let this nigga making all type of shit, bro. When Lonnie Walker made him fade away, he almost... Bro. Oh, God. Oh, God, I know the feeling, bro. Woo, but that shit is fuck.